Hello students, welcome to online biology class. Today we are going with day 29 and so today we are going to cover about some other things what we haven't studied in the last previous classes, right? So before going with the previous things, let us try to revise little bit about the previous things. So what we have studied, the structural and functional unit of lungs are. What that means, what are the structural and functional unit of lungs? Yes, the structural and functional unit of lungs are alveoli. Now, the same way, what we have studied, what are the structural and functional unit of kidneys? Yeah, you are right? So, the structural and functional unit of kidneys are nephrons, right? So, have you ever observed your mother preparing tea early in the morning? And how do she filter the tea? Right, by using some mesh, so that the tea dust is going to be stopped under mesh and remaining things is being filtered out. Amen. The same way, the same function is being carried out by certain things which are called as nephrons. So already we have studied in the previous classes, kidneys are being made up of nephrons. Nearly about 1.3 to 1.8 million nephrons are being present in a kidney. And the functioning, so just before I have made you a correlation between the T mesh with our nephrons, right? So that filtration process is being done by these nephrons. So we call nephrons as the functional unit of kidneys, right? So what are the structural and functional unit of kidneys? The structural and functional unit of kidneys are nephrons, right? Now in today's class we are going to look about this particular thing which is called as nephron, the structure of nephron. So completely the structure of nephron is being divided into two parts. The first part, this is called as a renal capsule or corpuscle, or yes, this is also being called as Malpighian body, right? Malpighian body. So what was I am saying you? So this nephron is consisting of two main parts. The first part is renal corpuscle, or otherwise we call it as Malpighian body. And coming to the second part, we call the second part as a renal tubule. Right? So tubule, that means it is a tube. Right? So what are the two parts of nephron? Right? The two main parts of nephron are renal corpuscle, or otherwise called as Malpighian body, and second one is renal tubule. So these are the two parts of nephron. Then, so when you are going to take once again, when you are going to look after Malpighian body, this Malpighian body is once again divided into two parts, right? So the first part we are going to call it as Bowman's capsule, right? We call it as Bowman's capsule, and then the second part we are going to call it as glomerulus, right? So these are the two parts of Malpighian body. Malpighian body is being made up of Bowman's capsule, and then the second one we are going to call it as glomerulus. And coming to the next thing, renal tubule. This renal tubule is being made up of proximal convoluted tubule. We denote it as PCT. P stands for proximal, C stands for convoluted, T stands for tubule. Then next we have got DCT. D is nothing but distal, C is convoluted, T is tubule. Distal convoluted tubule. Now this PCT and DCT, they are being joined by a loop. So this is called as loop of Henle, right? What is it called as? Loop of Henle. Then apart from this, So it is being surrounded by a capillary network. We call this capillary network as peritubular capillary network. Right? What do we call? Peritubular capillary network. Right? So what was I am saying you? So we are going to look after about the structure of nephron. In this structure of nephron, what is the first point we have discussed? Nephrons are the structural and functional unit of kidneys, right? And what is the next point we have discussed? Nephrons are being made up of two parts. The first part is called as Malpighian body and second part is called as renal tubule. Then, so Malpighian body is being made up of two parts, Bowman's capsule and glomerulus, right? Renal tubule is being made up of, or it consists of, it is divided into three parts: proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule and loop of Henle. And complete this is being surrounded by peritubular capillary network. Alright. So now how these things complete in detail, let us look about the structure of this nephron. I told you nephron is going to contain two parts. This is the first part. You can look at. And then the remaining thing is the second part. Okay. What is the first part? Malpighian body. Okay. So now I told you how this Malpighian body is, right? So it is being made up of two things. This is first and this is second. Okay. According to this is first and this is second. Now how this Bowman's capsule is being present? This Bowman's capsule is being present like a cup shaped, right? You can look after, it is a blind cup shaped structure. That means what? Blind means it is a false cup shaped structure. To look, it is like a cup. And this cup is going to have an inlet to pass in and it is going to have an outlet to pass out. Okay. It is going to have an inlet and it is also having an outlet. And complete the inner surface of this cup. You can look after, this is the inner surface. This inner surface is being made up of single epithelial cells. And these single epithelial cells, they are squamous. They are square shaped structures. Right? Squamous epithelium. It is made up of squamous epithelium. Right? And in between these cells there are certain spaces, there are certain pores are being present, right? This is what we are speaking about Bowman's capsule, right? Under Bowman's capsule, what we were discussing, it is a blind cup shaped structure, right? It is having an inlet, it is having an outlet. The inner surface is going to have some it is made up of a single epithelial cells, just like capillaries, right? You can recall capillaries. They are also made up of single layered epithelial cells. And these epithelial cells, in between, they are with certain gaps or certain pores, we can say. Okay. Now, you can look after complete next in this. You can look after a bunch of capillary network, whatever that is being present inside this Bowman's capsule, that is called as glomerulus. What is glomerulus? A bunch of capillary network which is present in Bowman's capsule is called as glomerulus. But these two things constitute Malpighian body. Next thing, let us look about renal tubule. I told you, first one is proximal. Proximal is nothing but front. Convoluted, you can look after foldings, right? And it is a tube. First one, it is folded and it is a tube-like structure. We call proximal convoluted tube, right? And you can look after back is being called as distal. It is once again folded here. So distal convoluted and it is a tube, distal convoluted tube. Now you can look after proximal convoluted tube and distal convoluted tube. They are joined with a hair like a tube. That is called as, it is just like a loop, right? We call it as loop of Henle, right? Now, so let us try to speak about peritubular capillary network. You can look after, this is renal artery. Renal artery gives rise to a branch which is called as renal arteriole. This renal arteriole once again gives rise to a branch which is called as efferent. Efferent means which moves inside. This efferent arteriole forms or makes glomerulus, and these glomerulus comes out in the form of efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole which is going inside, efferent arteriole which is coming outside. This efferent arteriole, it forms peritubular capillary network. You can look after. Why we are going to call peri means outside. So tubular, it is surrounding outside the tube. What are these? These are capillaries. And how this is like a network, right? So therefore we call it as peritubular capillary network. Okay. Now all this peritubular capillary network, once again they rejoin to each other to form renal venule, right? Renal arteriole gives rise to the branch, and renal venule it forms because of joining all these capillaries, and this renal venule joins to renal vein, right? So this is about the structure of nephron, right? So what are the different, now describe the structure of nephron is an important essay answer, right? You need to describe the structure of nephron, and drawing the structure of nephron is also important. You know that nephron is also having some other names like uriniferous tubule, isn't it, right? So like this, right? You need to what is today's homework? Drawing the structure of nephron and write about the structure of nephron is your today's work, right? So I'll give you 1 minute time to copy this into your book, right? So thank you children, have a nice day.